All right, happy holidays, everybody. Welcome back to Phasmophobia, and as you can see, we have the Winter Jest Event. It is finally here, and with that, from the new teaser that just showed up yesterday, we get 3 new ghosts. And you know what? I actually want to start off with the new ghosts real quick. Plus, we actually got a new journal as well. If we go through the media, this is the same, except this is brand new, and if we click here, what happened to our journal? It honestly looks super different, and I don't know if I'm actually a fan of it. I don't really like having all the evidence on this side. Although it is kind of nice having like the little descriptions of each evidence. Although freezing temperatures, I'm pretty sure it's below 1 degree Celsius. I don't know why they said 0, but anything below 1 degree Celsius is freezing. Look over here. We have the new ghosts. The Diane, the Galu or Gayu. I'm still not sure how to actually say it. And Obambo. So let's check them out, shall we? Let's start off with the Diane. Alright, the Diane is born from the soul of someone who suffered immense cruelty in life. Now in death, she is hypervigilant of anyone who dances too close. Okay. Alright, strength. The Diane gains strength to protect herself if people dance too close to her. What does that mean exactly? If you like crouch and uncrouch too much, she'll just kill you or something? Okay. Weakness. The Diane loses strength if people close to her stand still. Oh, so if you move too much, it'll like make it mad. Huh. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna be making it mad all the time then. Alright, Galu. Another form of demon. The Galu is a reminder that death comes for us all. Using protective equipment provokes the ghost until it's no longer effective. What does that mean? Does it just make it more mad? Huh. Using protective equipment pushes the ghost to become enraged, weakening equipment effects. Okay, wow. Wait, so if you like use too many smudges, a smudge will no longer work against it or something? Maybe. That seems interesting. Weakness. Being enraged exhausts the Galu, making protective equipment more effective. Wait, what? Okay, so does our equipment work or not? Okay, that's gonna be weird. Oh yeah, I forgot about the evidence too. So the Diane actually has EMF 5, orbs, and spirit box. Okay. And then Galu, EMF 5, UV, and spirit box. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was wondering what the evidence was gonna be, but I was pretty sure EMF 5 and orbs had only 2 options. Now it has 3 options. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Right, anyways, let's go back to the Obambo. The Obambo is a ghost of someone never properly laid to rest. Fickle and defensive. It flickers between states of calm and aggression. So it's kind of like bipolar, maybe. Strength. While aggressive, the Obambo is quicker to start hunting. And weakness. While calm, the Obambo is slower to start hunting and easier to track. Interesting. So I assume they're probably going to have like 2 separate hunting thresholds when they can hunt from. And maybe it's like similar to twins. Maybe when it can't hunt until like 20% sanity, for example, it's also slow or something. So like while aggressive, it's kind of fast. While calm, it's kind of slower. Maybe. We'll see. And for the evidence, we have ghostwriting, UV, and dots. So that's very interesting. So now we got 3 more ghosts, and apparently I think there's still 8 more combinations of evidence that are still like basically empty. So I don't know, there is still kind of some room for more ghosts. But anyways, before we move on to the patch notes, let me know down in the comments, what do you think of the journal and what do you think about the new ghost? They do kind of sound pretty cool. And now we're at the patch notes. Here we are. Phasmophobia Winter Jest is here. Krampus has returned. Today, we're kicking off the Phasmophobia festivities with Winter's Jest. Alongside the event, we've released an update for the game. Check out the patch notes. And we got a message from the Ghost Hunting Distribution. We're hearing reports of unidentified ghost types appearing across the country. Proceed with caution and report any information you gather on your investigations to HQ. Good luck. Alright. Now, I have already kind of looked through this. There's actually a couple interesting changes. But here we are on the new stuff. The Winter Jest event is finally here, and with it comes the return of Krampus, of course. We gotta look out for the limited time ghost model across any of the event maps. For more details, head to our announcement blog, of course. And actually for the first week, they're gonna be giving us double XP and rewards, just like how they did on the 5-year anniversary they did not too long ago. So if you're thinking about prestiging, then now's probably the time to start playing, because you're gonna be getting a lot more XP and money. And changes. This one is actually pretty interesting. Banshee will now only present as female, meaning names and ghost model. So if you ever get a female ghost model, it might be a Banshee. If it's a male ghost model, it can't be a Banshee. So that's gonna be kind of interesting. And also, Krampus is now defined as male and will only present as so, just as a Banshee, name, and ghost models. So does that mean if we get female ghost models, we're not going to be seeing Krampus now? I guess so. Because if you weren't here for any past events, Krampus or like any of the special ghost models, they'll show no matter what, if it was a female or male model. So now I guess it'll only show up as if it's a male model. So that's going to be interesting. Ghost types are now sorted alphabetically in the journal. I did notice that, and I'm kind of not a fan of that, to be honest. It'd be kind of cool if they gave us the option to like switch back to like how it was. Now it's Diner now unlocks our players at level 5. That's pretty cool, but I already had like everything from the beginning, so cool. All right. Lowered RAM usage across all maps, that's always good. Dead players will no longer be rewarded ghost identification event points. Okay, so does that mean that the people who are like on the top of the leaderboard from like all the events, are they gonna stop like going into maps and then just like dying immediately? I'm pretty sure that's how they did it. Like they would figure out the ghost and then die and then get all the points. So I guess you don't get the points for getting ghosts correct anymore, which means living is so much more better. So that's good to know. And they got a lot of fixes, especially with the Nell's Diner. There's a bunch of fixes there. There's a big one right here. Fix an issue that prevented the Ouija board from responding with numbers. I'm very glad they finally fixed this. I don't know how they broke it, but yeah, the Ouija board has been broken for the past month, and anything that has to do with numbers, like if you ask how old are you, or like if you're in high school, for example, you ask like where's the ghost or where's the bone, it'll give you like a classroom, and then it would normally put a number. It would just say classroom, and that's all it says. It just says classroom, and then that's that. It would never actually like go to the numbers. Ooh, and this one's gonna be cool as well. Fix an issue that disabled sound from Nell's Diner TV. Apparently it's like a whole actually TV show, and there's like a whole song and everything too, so that's gonna be cool to see. Fix an issue that caused Obake fingerprints being left by all ghosts and fingerprints not being visible on some doors. I have actually noticed this from other people. Yeah, apparently Obake fingerprints would show up at the entrance there, and it was very weird because someone shared a photo of a Obake fingerprint and then it said it was a mining, which obviously does not make sense. But I'm glad that issue is finally fixed. And there's a bunch of other issues like being stuck in a police car. Although you're not really stuck, you can just crouch to get out of that. Being assigned new colors, stuff like that. The ghost spotting on the roof in Nell's Diner, of course. Oh, fix an issue that caused the eggs in Nell's Diner to not look like eggs, I guess. All right, so they're gonna look like eggs now. Cool, amazing. And then just a bunch of other fixes and improvements. That's very cool. Honestly, this whole event seems very promising. Like, we get 3 new ghosts, we get a new journal, although it's kind of okay in my opinion. I'm not really a fan of it. I kind of wish we could switch back to the old look, but I'll probably get used to it. And the double XP and rewards is actually going to be very huge as well. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be going into the games just to get as much XP as possible so they can level up really fast. And here in a little bit, I'm actually going to be going live. So by the time this video is up, I'm actually probably going to be live right now. So if you'd like to see me experience this whole thing for the first time, then definitely go down and click on my profile. I'm pretty sure it'll show live right there. But anyways, happy holidays and happy ghost hunting. Bye bye.